welcome to the StudyTravel TV studio in London. I'm Matthew Knott.
And I'm Nicola Hancox, bringing you the latest StudyTravel news stories.
The headlines this week: a pool of English language learners in Europe to decrease, says British Council.
Russian agents respond to come home and safety warnings.
And details of Malta's new student visa regime revealed.
So we start with projections of a shrinking pool of language students in Europe then, Matt.
Yes, indeed. The British Council has released research into the English language learning market across 7 countries: France, Greece, Italy, Poland, Portugal, Romania and Spain, and found that the total potential pool of learners would decline by 8.8% to 157 million by 2025.
The decrease will be driven by downward demographic trends in all but one of the nations, as well as national strategies to improve English language learning in state school systems. Italy will have the largest drop of some 3.6 million learners, the authors said.
However, there are factors that will drive demand up, including greater need for top-up tuition for adults to meet work requirements and increased demand from the 55-plus market.
Christopher Rodriguez, chair of the British Council, said the status of English as the lingua franca was embedded. The authors claimed Brexit would have little impact on the demand for English, which was far greater than the EU's relationship with the UK.
Meanwhile, agencies in Russia are largely relaxed about a recent statement urging Russian university students in unfriendly countries to come home, but have expressed concerns about a warning from the Russian embassy in London and exchange rates.
Last week, a government department responsible for Russians abroad launched a campaign urging students to return, but agents told StudyTravel magazine that higher education students were not likely to cut short studies, which would have been carefully planned over years.
However, a warning by the Russian embassy to think twice about UK summer programmes was likely to have more effect on a more sensitive market, we were told. As yet, the political tensions have not impacted on demand, but there were concerns that the falling Russian ruble will soon have an effect.
Next up, Malta's government has now initiated its new student visa policy, and StudyTravel magazine has learned that non-EU English language students will be eligible to work 20 hours per week while studying after they have completed 3 months of study.
Students on higher education programmes will be able to work from the commencement of their course and stay for 6 months after completion to search for a job. Non-EU students on courses greater than 90 days will now be issued with a national long-stay visa.
And now for a roundup of some of the other news stories this week. EALC has revealed findings of its follow-up research report on perfecting the student experience at its annual conference held in Bologna, Italy last week. The report, commissioned by the association and administered by Student Marketing, found that the purpose of study is changing among EALC student clients and having impact on customer segmentation.
The number of international students at higher education institutions in China reached 489,000 in 2017, a 10.5% increase over the previous year, according to the latest statistics released by the Ministry of Education.
Universities in England have been warned against pushing tuition fee increases for non-EU students much higher in a recent report by the Higher Education Funding Council for England on institution finances.
Twin Group has announced an expansion of its work experience and internship programs for international students into the Irish market.
New Zealand ELT provider Taupo Language and Outdoor Education Centre has had its registration cancelled by the New Zealand Qualifications Authority due to concerns with student fee protection requirements.
The Student Hotel has relaunched 2 refurbished residences in Barcelona, Spain under the new TSH Campus brand, and has also announced a major new development in the French city of Toulouse.
Much more on all of these stories on our website, as well as photos from Brown's English Language School, the Bell London opening, the EALC workshop, English UK London's party, and SUL School's English Afloat fam trip.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.